It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these All-Star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So, almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Roki Sasaki.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strikes.
Headed towards the corner. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now Jackson Merrill. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Sasaki was again named Rookie of the Month. Clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll touch them all. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-0.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting a ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Here's Juan Soto. Just missed.
It's not always the case, but if you win Rookie of the Month more than once, you've got a great shot at taking home Rookie of the Year honors after the season. What a year he's had.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 2-1. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Nicely done for the out. Here is Aaron Judge. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Judge waits. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1-2. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch is outside. low, and Judge takes the walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the
Batting
knees,
fifth,
but just no help from the umpire.
So a man at first. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. Way high there, and that is ball one. Right through there for a strike. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And delivers outside.
That pitch is out.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. And out of here. He shoots one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. And now here is Harper. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
One down, base is empty. Strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball.
No ball,
Out of the
2
hand
strikes.
looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
This one lifted in the air, left field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs.
Batting eighth from the New York Yankees, the shortstop, Francisco.
Here's Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Harper around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. So 2 down. Adley Rutschman getting ready to hit. Up the middle. Nice grab. And that's a nice play to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. And we're back. And today's starter, Tarek Skubal. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off, I can promise you that.
Bottom of the first, here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Swinging a foul straight back.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he deals. Swing and a hard hit ball. Fair ball down the first baseline. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jake McCarthy. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Runner at second, nobody out. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
The 0-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Judge makes the play. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Batting third, from the Chicago Cubs, the right fielder, Kyle.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can. This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands.
That one is absolutely belted. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score. It's 5-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber stands in now and watches strike one. And that's in the dirt. 2 out, space is empty. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And that ends the inning. Back here in Atlanta, digging in,
the
Jose
American League,
Ramirez.
the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Sasaki back to work. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1. Nope, that's a ball. 1-1.
Into center. McCarthy on the move. Long run, nice grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. He's already homered here in this one. In the air, left field, down the line. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Roki Sasaki won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
Righty
the National
reliever
League.
out of the pen, Justin
Number
Martinez.
63, Justin Martinez.
One out, runner at second. Soto will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that's always the
Now
key
batting,
to
right fielder,
effective pitching is
Perez.
getting ahead in the count. And
Judge.
as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Throw on to Freeman.
He's out.
Judge out on the play. And that'll do it. One hit, one left. Now to the bottom of the second. The American Leaguers on top, 5-1. And welcome back to the
Leading up for
ballpark.
the National
Ketel
League,
Marte
the
up to the
second
plate.
baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that's in for a strike. That one's in there. 0-2.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Sits him down looking. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone.
I'm not saying it
That
wasn't a
is it.
strike or,
From
you
the
know, it was a
Milwaukee
ball, whatever,
Brewers,
but just
the
the
catcher,
location
Williams.
with that velocity. It's
Judge
hard enough to,
Perez.
even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now it's William Contreras. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Contreras with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. One out, base is empty.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the
Batting
changeup
seven.
and still
Runner,
late on it.
Philip
You rarely see that. It almost makes you
The
think
shortstop.
that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Slings it across, and they get Turner for the out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. NL goes down quietly. They're down 5-1. Back at Truist
Leading
Park.
up
Now
for
it's
the
Yordan
American League,
Alvarez.
the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
And first offering is fouled off. Martinez throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. Right side. Over to first. And one away in the top of the third.
And Boog, against a guy
Up
like
next
this,
for the
you
American
grab your
League,
backup bat
the
out of
first
the rack.
baseman,
You don't want to
Bryce
take your gamer up there because you know there's a
Harper.
good chance it's coming back broken.
Here comes Bryce Harper. A double and a run scored his first time up. Strike one. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch. Because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone, you got a better chance of having success.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One, two now. And there's the ball.
That ball went out.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fly to left his first time. That one
Ball one, no
inside.
strike.
Look out. That's outside.
No
Yeah, that's
strike.
ball two.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard, base hit. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Showed some really nice patience in that at
Now
bat. Worked
batting,
himself into a
shortstop,
good count.
Francisco.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could
Lindor.
handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Back up the, oh, that got him. Harper scores. And it's an RBI single. It's 6-1. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's Adley Rutschman. First
Count
pitch,
1-0.
not close.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Towards first, and a foul ball. Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. 1 run is in. It bangs off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off. Rutschman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Pitch
I got a ball,
misses,
1 strike.
and it's 1-1. Hit in the air, center field. McCarthy settles under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Action in the pen down there. Raisel Iglesias looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. That one missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
On the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful
2 balls,
backdoor
1
slider
strike.
right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Juan Soto to bat next. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, 3-2 now.
3-2.
Gloves it on the dive, throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Ready to go for the
Leading
last
up
half
for
of the
the
inning.
National
Freddie
League,
Freeman
the
will
first
come
baseman,
up to hit.
Freddie Freeman.
And there's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Fouled off left side. And the
1
next
ball,
pitch is
2
way
strikes.
outside. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even
Batting
if
ninth,
it's still in the
from
strike
the
zone,
Colorado
can be
Rockies,
tough for hitters
the
to get on
third
top of.
baseman, Ryan
Here's Ryan McMahon
McMahon.
now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One down, base is empty. In for a strike. 0-2 now.
He's gotten into a really good
No
rhythm.
ball, 2
Set
strikes.
down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now
Just
batting,
blown away in
the
that at bat.
designated hitter,
3 fastballs, all
Acuna
strikes. He wasn't even able to
Jr.
foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Acuna in the box now. No balls and a strike. High fly ball out into left center field. Merrill. And makes the grab. And that is that.
Now pitching for
So
the
they
National
turn to the
League,
veteran pitcher in this spot,
Number
Zach
45.
Wheeler.
Zach Wheeler.
Here's some real power at the plate.
Leading up
Juan
for the
Soto,
American
0
League,
for
the
2 in
designated
this
hitter,
one.
Juan Soto.
And he takes a strike. Ball one there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the
The right
pitcher.
fielder,
Hard
number
downward break
99,
at the very end
Aaron
that just dips below the swing path.
Judge.
And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker should have it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan.
2 outs, base is empty.
Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball. I got 1
2
ball,
down,
1
nobody
strike.
on. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch misses there. 2-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That's
The count's
outside.
full.
And that's ball 3. Bryce Harper waiting for a turn at the plate. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the American League. And it remains an 8-1 game. Bottom of the 4th,
Leading up
and
for the
stepping in
National League,
is the
the center
speedy
fielder,
Jake McCarthy.
McCarthy.
And it's fouled away. And that one popped in the air, left field. Alvarez makes the grab, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
Now it's the right
Tucker.
fielder, Kyle Tucker. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
So man aboard, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Fly to left his first time. A little bit high. 1-0. This one in the air. Ramirez moving under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Ketel Marte.
Number 4.
Went down
Second
looking on
baseman,
3 pitches
Ketel.
last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Late on that fastball.
Well, strike 1 is so
Oh,
critical
one's
in
the
a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Tosses across to first. They get the out on Marte. Inning over. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th we go. The AL leads it 8-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
National League,
and there's a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 5th.
18.
Shota Imanaga.
Shota Imanaga.
Here comes Bryce
Leading up
Harper.
for the American League, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Ball 1 to Bryce. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. This to third. Oh, great grab on the dive. But no chance. That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. American League making a move for a pinch hitter. Gleyber Torres. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Just missed.
That's inside.
Runner at first with no outs here. And a strike to Gleyber.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That just misses, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one away. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Swings through that one, 0-1.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Just off the inside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That misses, and the count's even at 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline.
Freeman. Off balance speed, there's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Last half of the fifth coming up. The AL out front here, 8-1. Back here in Atlanta, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, William Contreras. Skubal back to work. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. A massive home run. It's 8-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Trey Turner now grounded out his first time. Up and in, ball one.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Right through there for a strike. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. popped up. Foul territory behind the plate. Rutschman makes the catch, and there's one gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
Now
not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. That one ripped, but foul. Next offering way off the plate. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And that is out of play. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Aaron Nola.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
And here is
leading up
Adley
for
Rutschman.
the American League, the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Just missed. Meanwhile,
Ball 1,
activity
no
in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to go. That's in there, and it's 1-1. That's out to center field. McCarthy settles under it. Corrals it. One down.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Jose Ramirez. The next to hit. 1 for 3. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. Jose Ramirez bops one out. It's 9-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
1 out, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Merrill. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. In the air to make the catch.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the ball and make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. McCarthy sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. And it's now a 9-2 ball game. And we're back.
Leading
we
up
go
for
bottom
the
six.
National League,
Now it's
the
the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Jr.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Garrett
Now
Crochet.
pitching for
And
the
he's got a
American
nice
League,
lead to work with, so he
Number
should come in
35.
throwing strikes, attacking
Garrett.
these hitters.
Crochet.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, I say it's the
0-1's the
best
count.
pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
This one popped up right side. Harper has a beat on it. He's got it. One away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Next to hit, Jake McCarthy.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That
Ball
misses
one.
the zone, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one wrapped foul.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
The 1-2. And that's
Ball
down
two.
and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle
2 down, base is
Tucker.
empty. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the NL is down in order. They're down 7. It's 9-2.
Now pitching for
Ryan
the National
Helsley
League,
takes over on the mound.
number
They know
56.
that he can get a right-hander out,
Ryan
but he's in position to face a couple of
Helsley.
lefties this inning.
Aaron Judge
Leading
at
up
the
for
plate.
the American League,
This kind
the
of
right
lead,
fielder,
he can swing
Aaron
freely. Try to hit the ball out of the
Judge.
park. Do what he loves to do.
Judge comes up empty there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan
Here's the left
Alvarez.
fielder, Yordan Alvarez. Lined into left center, base hit.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And now it's
Now
Bryce
batting,
Harper to the
first
plate.
baseman,
3 for
Bryce
3s, doubled twice and single.
Harper.
walked off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 11-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1 down, base is empty. Good take by Torres.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Off the mark there, and the count's full. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He
Now
played off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Aaron Boone making a move for a new bat. Corey Seager.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And first offering is fouled off. Into center and a base hit. And out to a board. The throw to second is offline.
The catcher, number 35, Adley
Rutschman digs in now. Pinch hitter coming on. Salvador Perez. Chance to drive in 2 for him. 1 out. Runners at second and third. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Torres on third. Seager at second with 1 away. Out to short. Now the tag at third, and they got him. But 1 run is in to score. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Helsley out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Now
the
we see
National League,
Raisel Iglesias out of the bullpen.
number 26.
And we all know about his slider. It's
Brightest.
just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Yeah, the batter now
Now
Jose
batting,
Ramirez.
the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
First
That's a
pitch
ball.
misses. Just
That's a ball.
missed. And
Ball
another
three.
ball. Jackson Merrill would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the
Now
entire at
batting,
bat.
the center fielder, Jackson
Here's the center fielder,
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill. Aaron
Pitching
Boone
for
making
the
a move for a new
American
bat.
League, number
Cody
35,
Bellinger looking
Cody
for a big hit with 2
Bellinger.
out runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and
Now
2
batting,
gone.
the
He was
designated
all
hitter,
over
Juan
that one. Nice line drive to the pull
Soto.
side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Juan Soto now at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front
0-1.
that time. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. And that one
1-1.
moves his feet.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Base hit, 1 run in already. Another comes in to score. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. He's safe.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 3 in this one. So
He's
now a
hitting for
pinch
the
hitter,
American
Brent
League.
Rooker.
Number
2 runners
25,
in scoring
Brent
position with 2 away for him.
Rooker.
That one misses, and that is ball 1. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
2 balls,
Bellinger,
1 strike.
the runner at third. Soto on at second with 2 down. In the air out towards right center. McCarthy settles under it. And that is that. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The American Leaguers on top, 14-2. Bottom of the
Pinch hitting for
7th,
the
and we got a
National
pinch
League.
hitter to lead it
Number
off.
7,
Isaiah
Isaiah
Falefa.
Tyler Falefa.
And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Looks like it'll be a pinch
Hitting
hitter,
for the National
Luis
League.
Arias.
Number 4,
Looking to start something with
Luis
one gone.
Arias.
That one drifts inside. In the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed
Now
with his
batting,
ability to let
catcher,
the ball
Williams.
travel, go back up the middle and the other way.
Contreras.
Sometimes when you step in the box during the
Pinch
game,
hitting
you get a
for the
little
National
anxious
League.
and you get away from
Number
that.
4,
But so far, I've seen him
Francisco
stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Alvarez.
That's
Ball, that's off
inside.
the plate. That's outside.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's in there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Crochet gets the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire
batting,
field. Just couldn't
shortstop,
sit back long
Ray.
enough on that one.
Here's Turner now. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And
No,
misses inside. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Nabs it, and that is the third out of the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. We look ahead to inning number 8. The AL leads it 14-2. Ready to begin the
Leading
8th.
for the
And now
American
here
League,
is
the left fielder,
Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Iglesias back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in
Now
this one.
batting,
That pretty much
first
split the
baseman,
zone down
right.
the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them
Harper.
pay.
Man at first, nobody out. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Throws it away. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, an error like
Now
that, you
batting,
look at the
the
scoreboard
second
and you
baseman,
kind of wonder if they
Labor.
are losing focus out there. And look,
Torres.
it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. He is struck out, and he is walked. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Gleyber swings, drives one. That's back there. Gone. He made him pay for that one, and they tack on to their lead. It's 17-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Raisel Iglesias gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
So
the
they
National
turn to
League,
Edwin Diaz out of the pen.
number 39.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while. Coming on here after
Edwin
5 days rest, so he should be
Diaz.
rested. But we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Here's Corey Seager. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody
I got a
out
ball,
with
1 strike.
3 runs in already this frame. And we're in the top of the 8th. And that
That's a
one misses up and in. 2-2. Stays alive. Outside
3-2.
low, and the count's full. And that one hammered. That's back. Tattooed and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 18-2.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another
that's
ball.
outside.
Pitch
That's ball
misses,
3.
and that's ball 3. And there's the strike. Now fly ball to right center. McCarthy trying to get there. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Jose Ramirez getting ready to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a swing. Appeal down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. One down, base is empty. Up and in, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That's towards center. And there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 35.
Bellinger up to hit.
Cody
A single his first time.
Bellinger.
Their timing on the fastball has stood out. That last hit was off a heater, and man, was he all over that pitch. We've seen it happen a few times today, and they're seeing the ball well for the most part.
This looks like extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Now here is Juan Soto. First offering
Ball 1,
misses
no
badly
strike.
for ball 1. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. On to the bottom of
Leading
the
up
eighth,
for
and
the
now the first
National League,
baseman,
the
Freddie
first baseman,
Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
First pitch, and he just misses. Now this is in the air down the line. Alvarez in position. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The third baseman, number 24, Ryan
McMahon steps to the plate. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
And there's another strikeout,
Now
and those
back,
are just
the
continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 18-3.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Looks like the pinch hitter for the National League, Griffin Coma.
And he handles left-handed pitchers very well, so not too worried about the same-handed matchup right here.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fought off foul. 2 outs. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2
Now
strikes,
batting,
but found
right
a way.
fielder,
Other than
Kyle.
ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the
Tucker.
wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are
Pinch
more
hitting for the
satisfying than
National
a
League,
nice line drive
number
in the center
22,
field.
Chris
So that
Young.
definitely felt good.
Yelich.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Conine leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
National
It's the
League,
top of the 9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound,
74.
Ryan Walker.
Ryan Walker.
Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Leading up for the American League, the right fielder, Brent Rooker.
And
Ball
ball
one.
one to the right fielder.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. And a strike on the outside edge. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce.
Here
Harper.
comes Bryce Harper.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And the slider just misses. Late swing, foul to the left. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the ninth. The 1-1 is fouled off. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a
Up
tough
next
one.
for the
I mean, pretty
American
much a
League,
perfect
the
strikeout
second baseman,
pitch. I mean, it looks like a
Labor.
fastball middle in. Kind of has
Go
cutter
Red.
action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And Glaber takes
right
outside. Two on, one out. And that one misses up and in. Now 2-0. That misses off the outside edge. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. One out. Runners at first and second. Slice down the right side. Three-two. And they're all loaded up.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really
Now
patient
batting,
at the plate. The
shortstop,
game plan that he's
Corey
sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. And there's a foul ball. One out, base is full. Next pitch is outside. Ground ball, could be two. There's one.
He's out.
On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
And welcome back to the
Leading up for
ballpark.
the National
Isaiah
League,
Kiner
the left
Falefa to
fielder,
the plate.
Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Now
New
pitching
pitcher
for the
now,
American
Reese
League,
Olson. He has a
Number
great
45.
slider with tons of movement.
Reese Olson.
He was late there, strike one.
Well, he just threw that
0-1's the count.
fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Perez puts it away, and there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some
The batter,
nice
number
ride
4.
up in the zone
Second
right there.
baseman,
Hitter
Louis.
looked like he was on it, but I
Pinch hitting
think
for
that
the
velocity at
National
the end just
Number
beat him.
9.
Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a
Play.
pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Just
Ball
off
back
the
there.
inside edge. Next offering is foul back. The 1-2. And that's
2-2
outside.
now.
Got him swinging. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that's the money maker right there.
The
2
catcher, number
strikes,
4,
slider down and away from the
Francisco.
same side thrower as the hitter. I mean,
Pinch
that's
hitting
just
for the
tough. You're
National
looking to
League.
protect with 2
Number
strikes
20,
and very
Faber.
difficult to lay off.
Ruhi.
First pitch just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And he's got it. Ball game. And the American League All-Stars take this one in a blowout.
Well, most of the fans come to watch this All-Star game to see the talent that's just oozing from dugout to dugout. But for the players, it adds to the experience and the memory of being here. Nice job by the American League to win this All-Star game.